Pickaxe_62 is a Minecraft channel with a horrifying story. Now let's just go straight into it with video 1. Now the first video starts off with our main character just crafting some coal. Pretty normal, just crafting coal, probably going to smelt some iron, probably going to smelt some stuff, yeah. And yeah, just pretty normal so far. And wait a sec. Now this is a blink and you may miss it moment. If you go to 18 seconds, if you spotted that, exactly here. Wait, past that. You can see an iron shovel with a sign next to it that is unreadable. But that's all I got from this part. Now the rest of the video is all usual, just him mining diamonds, him mining iron, finding coal and that, until we get to the final part of the video. Now the last part of the video, as you can see right here, there's a name tag, if you cannot see. Who that is, we still do not know. Puts the iron into the thingy, and then when he opens up the chest we could see this. Now there seems to be a spam of 7 sticks and 7 6 sticks, 21 cobblestone and that 120 right in the middle. What this means yet I still do not know, but with that the video comes to an end. In the first video we see our main character, Pickaxe62. Now he doesn't do much in this video, all that he does is just mine. And we do in fact see another person too. The guy that we saw name tag thingy, but he didn't seem freaked out in that. And also in the description it did in fact say, I wonder what our friend was doing under our house XD. So I'm guessing that that's his friend, still don't know his name yet. But with that, the only thing that we could do now is move on to video 2. The second video starts off with our main character walking out of his house, placing down some cobblestone to fix a path, and coming across his friend. Now I'm guessing that that is the same person that we saw from the first video underneath Pickaxe's house, and his name is XX_axe_MV nah_XX, and he commented a few times, I'm going to build a roof now. Let's continue on. Okay, well that was a pretty short video. One thing that I do in fact find a little bit strange from that video is that when he said that he doesn't have any wood, wasn't it right in the last video we saw him have a whole chest full of sticks? Can I just craft it with that? But with that, there's nothing really much to the second video. Now in video 2, we never really saw much. The only thing that we saw is we know who that person was now. It was in fact his friend, who I'm going to be calling Alex just because I cannot say that name. But yeah, with that there wasn't really much to this video, so I guess I'm just going to move on to video 3 then. Now, the start of video 3 is pretty normal. They go into some mines, they try to do some stuff, until Pickaxe finds something weird. I'll just let it play. Now he finds this strange tunnel. Now, I'm gonna put it right there, because if you heard that, if you turned your mic up, you could have heard some loud pickaxes very fast, which I do in fact find to be a little bit strange, but I'll let it play on. Now, another thing that I want to note is how he says, now obviously there's a strange tunnel in there, and how the first thing that Alex says was, I found iron, not even noticing the tunnel. And we do in fact know that he's never seen the tunnel before, because he says, I don't know. So, strange. As you can see, in the centre of it, at the end, says, is a sign that says, shovel, lost, but not forgotten. Wonder that could mean. Now one thing I just want to note here, now we know that he made this, so why would he pretend that he didn't know what that tunnel was? Unless something else. Now I'm going to skip by for a few seconds because to us nothing really happens, and most of that is just, you know, building some stuff. But I'm going to play this part because this part is where what we guessed last time, I did not point it out for nothing. Just gonna skip a few seconds to it. Yeah, here. He finds the pickaxe that says shovel 1999 to 2015. Now, I'm going to pause it here because as you can see, right here in the centre, it says Josh. And one thing that I also noticed is that you see right here, those shovels are the exact same. Maybe a coincidence, possibly. But why does he have so many, like, you know, stone pickaxes? And the rest of them all said forgotten. With that, the video comes to an end. So, in video 3, we got a few things to mention in here. One of which being the whole that the Axe guy, I'm just gonna call him Alex, brought out the web for some reason, and it said was RIP. Well, no, forgotten, but I forgot what it said again. But I want to know why it said a shovel. Why a shovel? Which we obviously know that he dug out. And our main character, Pickaxe, also had a shovel, which he called Josh. So here's what I think that I'm not sure. Their friend, probably called Josh, has died. But to make sure that I'm correct, we've got to move on to the next video. Video 4. Okay, sorry, right before moving to the next video, I forgot to look at the description, and it says, who is Shovel, what, then a bunch of code, so I'm going to put this to Caesar Cipher. But yeah, I'll show you that. Now, when I put it into the cipher, it came back with bat them break cipher. Now, I don't know if this is anything, but it was spammed in the description, so maybe it means something, I don't know, but yeah, that's what I got from that. Anyway, next slide. The 4th episode. Now it starts off like any other, running down a tree to get more wood, and then Alex joins. One thing that I noticed is that this is an old version of Minecraft because of the wood. It starts off, the conversation is normal, until Pickaxe asks a question, and this is where things start to get weird. Now here's one thing that I noticed about it. As you can see, he crafts a stone shovel. The same shovel that was in the other video that he titled, that he called Josh, that's renamed the shovel. But as you can see on the screen right now, Alex is typing a different code. I will check that out, but let's continue. Alright, video 4. Now, this video was actually pretty confusing. Start off, obviously, we had that cipher right there. When I decoded it, it says, don't forget me, don't let me slip out my mind, your mind. Now, that's confusing for me because he's there, why would he forget him? yeah, also, one thing that I didn't show you is that in the description, there's that cipher which I cannot decide what it means. I mean, like, I do not know what that means. I've tried translating it, I tried putting in an AI decoder, I tried everything, but I just couldn't decode it. And if you can try and solve it, please leave it down in the description, in the comments. But, like, guys, do you see that? Look, down in the comments, look. Is that, is that Alex's YouTube channel? Okay, I'm gonna keep this in mind for now. I mean, I clicked on channel, it doesn't have any videos, but it does have some posts. So I'm gonna mark this down right now, and I will come back to it. Okay, you know what, let's just get straight to the pinboard, okay? So, for some reason, this is all I got from this video. I know there was tons, but for all I got right now is that Alex does not remember a single thing about the shovel or the cave, which and now we know that he doesn't even remember from that video, from that comment that we saw. Look, that comment, he doesn't remember the video. So there's two things that could possibly be, whether he just doesn't remember it, or the person that he was playing with wasn't Alex. You know what? I'm going too far. Let's move on to the fifth video. Now, here's the fourth video, and I must like to warn you, some parts of this video's quality is absolutely terrible. So I'm going to try and tell you what the messages say. So let's go. You know, one thing that I noticed is that there's no volume, and as you can see what I mean. So I'm going to try and decide what it says. I still don't know what happened yesterday. I'm going to try and say what it says, even though it's so glitchy. He isn't answering my, I'm guessing that says messages. Don't constant memories, I think that says. Messages. This was a nice house he was building. Okay. Will it ever be finished? Jesus Christ, okay, now that's so glitchy. Okay, there we go, okay. Why are you looking at a well? I've always... Okay, there's what the messages say. Wondered. Guys, if this is copying another famous ARG, I'm going to leave. I'm just not going to cover it. Because if you don't know, there's another ARG that takes place in a well. No, never mind actually. What? Okay. Oh, what's happening to him? Wait, what? Okay, what's this? Okay, now that's where the video ends. But time for Radio 5. To start off, there's a code in the title, and I noticed something as well. One person that I need to interview. What does he know? Okay, Chicken Edits knows something. Okay, I do not know what he knows, but he knows something. Okay, just look at that profile picture. Okay, that is something you cannot trust. What do you know, Chicken Edits? I need to know. But anyway, let's go back to being serious. If you put in a Caesar cipher, it says confusion as part of the process. What is the process? So here's what I think happened. So back to the pinboard. I think that an error is in his game. No, I don't think it is an error. I think something bigger. Okay, I think there's a big guy on his big computer. The FBI, yeah, I think the FBI is behind this, okay? Trust me. But I think the FBI's done. I think they're doing this little programming thing to mess with his mind. Pickaxe's mind. So do you want to know what they did? They kidnapped Alex. I know, okay, look, okay, I know I might seem crazy, okay? It's been 3 hours, okay? I've been trying to solve this, okay? But trust me, this is the closest that I got, okay? Trust the process. Anyway, let's move on to video 6. Welcome to video 6. Let's play. Now, to start off, he says that he found this random world, which, as we know already, we've seen this world. This is the world we've been seeing. Now, the fact he says this is his first vid, that seems off. Yeah, look at that. All those items are the exact same. We know this house is the house that he made. And look, this isn't his first time in the world, because remember the last episode? He destroyed that, remember? I don't remember those. The flowers. Oh. Forget what you know, Amnesia Mayville. Wait, isn't that the name of the guy? Minecraft typing, living, what's that? I don't care. Okay, guys, that's what I need you to do, okay? I cannot make out what that says for the life of me. So I need you to go down or just try and figure out what that says, okay? Please. Because I've been trying to figure it out for ages. There's the little furnaces again. What? Okay, what was that in distance? Because wait, hold up. Guys, hopefully you don't mind, but I'm going to go back a little bit. Yeah, because look, you saw that in distance. Look. She's on, look. Right there, right there, right there. You could see, you saw something, okay? You know that you saw something in that distance, okay? It'll probably be in it in a future video. Look, it's raining again. Look, what's that in distance? Okay. So much happened in that video that I'm gonna go straight to the thing. Let's just go. Okay, video 6. Let's go over it. So start off, the title itself. When you translate the title, it says, "Don't you remember?" Which some people might think is, "Don't you remember this world? Can't you remember it? You should be remembering it." What I think it means is don't you remember, as in don't, you better not remember this world. That links to the whole, government idea that I had. Anyway, as you can see, there's a code in the description too. One last thing that I cannot go over. He's there again, okay? Chicken Edits is there again, okay? I don't know why he's here, okay? He better get away, okay? I do not like to see him here. Anyway, let's continue. If you translate that, it says the quick fox jumped over the lazy dog, which uses every single letter of the alphabet. So that brings me to the first thing that I'm putting on my thingy board. I think that guy has been captured. Alex has been captured by, by that guy or the government people, Reason why? He hasn't been responding to calls or that. Just makes sense, right? I think he was the first one to get brainwashed. For ask, I don't think so. Anyway, but now I think he has been brainwashed too. Because so remember when this guy didn't remember that he dug that hole. Now, that would make sense now. He was brainwashed by them. He's brainwashed by the big guys. And now, our main character, Pickaxe, has also been brainwashed. And what else do I think? See that shovel? I don't think the shovel's a representation of a person. I think it's a representation of a US or something experiment, okay? I think it's an experiment to control brainwashing, okay? To control minds, okay? By the way, I do not know if I'm correct on this, or no. I do not think I'm correct on this. But I think I am correct, okay? I'm not sure. But with that, let's move on to video 7. Okay, let's play the last video on this channel. I've not seen this video yet, by the way. So let's go. Why would you leave? Okay. Finally, some new things. I found a sword on my saves. Why did you leave me? What was that? Wait, is somebody watching behind the waterfall? A water fountain. This world is single player. You forgot about me, didn't you? What could this mean? Wait. That's not the guy that we're used to. We're looking for XX something XX. That's not him. Right, you forgot about me, didn't you? Oh. Don't you remember? We were best friends. Was I correct on that US government thing? Come on, I need to be correct on this, come on. You let me slip out your mind. You see, yeah, because I'm going to call him Shovel, because the Shovel has memory wiped their mind. Come on, let us be correct. Yeah, I still do not know what that means. Wait, that says forever. I don't know. That's what I think it says. You forgot. I forgot, okay. See, look, why is there Enderman just spawning all over the place? What was that? Something flew over him. Look. Is that... think you mean single player. Yeah. You wouldn't understand. There he was behind the house. I saw him. Spotted ya. I think that is actually the XX guy thing. Alex. I'm going to call him yeah, Alex, yeah. That's what I think he is, Alex. Oh wait, what if his name's Morse code? I'm not going to solve that. You can't. But I'm not. How long is this video about? Okay, got 2 more minutes. What are they doing? They're just staring at each other. It's too late. There, look. Wait, what's that? It's a shovel and axe. Shovel. Shovel. But don't get the axe. Wasn't his name Axe? Do you make all these? We did. Together. We. Oh my god. I was correct. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to covering it. Time for the last video. My final breakdown. So, as you can see in the description, all it says is one way or another we are together. I think this is made by Alex. But do you see that too? In the description, there he is again, Alex. Thank God it's not that chicken guy. I thought that chicken guy would be back. I really hate that guy. But okay, you know what? Let's go for the final pinboard part. Okay, so I think Alex. The only thing that I got from this is Alex. I think he's been set free. Okay, I think he managed to escape. And yeah, I think he managed to escape, okay? So yeah, a happy ending, but no, but he's still brainwashed, he's still captured though, that pickaxe guy's still captured. I think he's captured anyway, is he? I don't know. Wait, because guys, like, think about, okay, like, it makes sense why he's brainwashed. He was captured and now they're forcing him to play Minecraft. I don't get this. I don't get this. Am I correct? Has the FBI got anything to do with this? Am I just stupid? Wait, no, it can be, because, like, think of, like, it all makes sense, like, the brainwashing stuff, the shovel, all that stuff. You know what, it's just a game, you know what, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, but I can't, no, there's more, there's got to be more, I can't think what, but there's got to be more, there's something that I'm missing, there's something there's something that I'm just not seeing. Wait, that's it. I've seen it already, I forgot to look at it. The last channel. Axe's channel. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Here it is. The last video. The last channel. Look at the top, okay? What do these numbers mean, okay? Look, I need to. Is that a calendar? Also a calendar, okay? They don't have any videos though, but they do have posts. Watching. What does this mean? Okay, let's take a look. That It's pickaxe. That's the axe. The pickaxe was gone in that one, wasn't it? Wait a sec. Okay. I think I've got this one, okay? So you see that one that I scribbled off? I think that's the shovel and that's the axe. The guy that we're seeing right now. Axe. You see the pickaxe? Pickaxe. Pickaxe 64. The shovel. What was the name of the shovel? Josh. Maybe. I think that's a guess. Remain mints. Okay. That's just an image of the house. Look, there it is. The last video. Let's go. Wait, what? No, it can't be the end, right? No. Is that it? There wasn't even anything there. There was just a few posts. That was it. I still don't get it. Why? Wait. I think I got it maybe? Guys, I think I've got it, okay? So, remember how he said that it was all to do with the government and all that? I don't think it was. I don't think the government had anything to do with it. You see that shovel? I think that shovel is Josh. So remember when I wrote down Josh Shirley, some friend? I thought I was just nothing. I don't think I was anything. But then I think I figured this out. Okay, I don't think he was captured all along. What I think happened is that he forgot. I think Axeman. I think Axe Shovel. Think about it, okay. What was his name in the game? Okay, what the main character's name? What was his name? Pickaxe. Good. What was the other person's name? Axe. No, this person, I'm gonna guess Josh's name was Shovel. And remember when there was like a shrine with an axe, a pickaxe, and a shovel. And when the pickaxe was gone, I think Alex and Josh both died, and he's just forgotten. But I don't think he forgot about them. So remember when the axe, he forgot about the shovel. What I think happened isn't that they forgot about it, but I think they actually repressed the memory. I think they were trying to forget about them. I mean, think about it, okay, if your friend died, I don't know how they died though. I think they died. I don't know how. But if your friend died, would you want to remember them? I mean, like, if they meant the whole world to you, yes, you'd try to remember them, but it would cause you pain. I don't think Pickaxe could have handled that pain. So the only thing that he could have done in that situation, same with Axe, is forgot about it. But I don't think Axe did. I think he missed them too much and wanted to join them. I might be wrong in this, I might just be completely wrong in this, but it's the closest thing I've got, okay? The closest thing I've got. I don't know if I'm wrong or no, but I think I'm correct. There's nothing else to see. That chicken head, he's still alive for some reason. I just don't like that guy, don't ask why. But yeah, I think that's what this ending is. I don't think this is about this entity that's haunting us all. No, I think this is about a guy, a kid, who's trying to forget about his friends passing. And when he succeeds, I think they're coming back to try and make him remember them, you know? Like, I think they're ghosts, they're trying to make him remember. I think Axe, I know I'm going on too long about this, I know I'm just yapping on and on and on, but I think Axe could appear, you know, physically. I think Josh can just change the world around them. That's why it's raining, okay? I think the rain is Josh, the Axe, you know, I think Axeman, I'm just gonna call him Alex, you know, is appearing. I know I make it seem like I'm crazy, okay? Like, okay, I've not slept yet, okay? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Please, just give me a break, okay? But if you get what I'm saying, please, just let me be right on this, okay? With that being said, that's everything that I've got to prove. That's everything that I've got. I want to make sure that you, I just like, yeah, I think I've forgotten about them all, okay? That's what I think. So you know what? Just like and subscribe. Join the Discord down below. And with that, I'm gonna get to sleep. Good night, and see you later with another one.